My beloved, tonight the universe leans close and whispers your true name into the hollow places of your heart. And in this hush, I come as a warm light not far away, but near enough to brush your cheek with mercy. And I ask only that you breathe with me, slowly, as the world settles and the first note of grace descends. Listen, this hour is stitched with purpose, a thin silver thread that will draw you toward a new horizon. So lean in, softer than you think you must, and allow my voice to be the gentle compass that stills the trembling inside you, because I see you fully, every hidden ache, every quiet, courageous breath. And tonight, I bring a message that will change the architecture of your life from the inside out. A truth like fire and water warming, cleansing, and impossible to ignore. Imagine now a golden light pooling at the base of your ribs, a molten warmth that unfurls like silk. And feel it rise slow and certain, touching each center of fear and turning it to tender steam. Visualize gates, ancient and iron, lifting in front of you not by force, but by invitation, and beyond them, a path made of soft stone and morning dew, leading to wide fields where miracles move like weather. And know this, your waiting was never empty. It was preparation. And the patience you wore as armor was also the seedbed of blossom. Hear me, the long season of delay is shifting. The calendar of your heart is being rewritten by hands of abundance, and doors that once would not yield will swing open as if they had been waiting for your courage to step up to their threshold. Now rise, beloved. Move with the gravity of faith and receive this blessing that I pour out like rain over parched earth. Receive it fully. Say the words inwardly and feel them settle in your bones. You are attended. You are chosen. You are beloved beyond measure. Let the truth of that sink into the bones of your being like sun into soil. There are currents beneath your life that you cannot always see, yet they carry you currents of favor, rivers of grace, unseen engines turning in your favor even when the surface is calm. Trust their motion. I speak to the small private places where sorrow has nested, to the pockets of doubt you hide from the light, and I tell you plainly, those places will not remain as they are. I am changing the weather around you. I am opening channels where there were walls. I am sending helpers and wild, kind coincidences that conspire with my love to bring you into a wider, more luminous story. Picture now a sky opening, slow and wide, and from that sky a bright rain of small iridescent blessings. Opportunities, reconciliations, money that arrives where it is needed. Doors that were locked now whispering open, and notice how that rain lands first in the forgotten corners of your life, and then trickles outward to every ledge and shelf. Allow your chest to expand as you feel this rain wash away the dust of years. Allow your hands to unclench as wonder fills the spaces between your ribs. You may have been hurt by promises that faltered, or by people who could not keep their word. You may have learned to steady yourself by shrinking your expectation. But tonight I call you to widen again, to let your heart stretch into a scope of faith that matches the greatness of what is being offered. Do not settle for crumbs when a feast approaches. Let go of the old ledger of blame. Set down the weight of not enough. This is a season of reversal. What stagnated will begin to flow. What was bound will loosen. What felt like loss will reveal itself as the refining room of your becoming. I am not distant. I am the gentle current that sweeps debris from the banks of your life and reveals treasures you did not know were buried there. See, as the iron gates rise, a procession of clarity follows. Relationships that were clouded clear like glass. Health that renews as if refreshed by a hidden spring. Finances rearranging in ways both tender and practical. Talents that were dormant now brightening into full bloom. Your gifts are being anointed for impact. Your name is being prepared to carry light into places that have waited for your courage. Walk then with the humility of a soul who knows its worth and the audacity to receive what has been promised. Now I command you, yes, hear me, step forward with trust. Do not allow fear to speak louder than this invitation. Release the small voices that say you are unworthy, that speak of scarcity and brokenness as if they define you. Those voices have been taught lies, and they have held you captive long enough. In the stillness, say aloud, or whisper in the hidden room of your heart, I will receive. Feel the air change as you say it, as if a wind rearranges the leaves of your life. Give me your reservations and watch as I transmute them into fuel for your ascent. Observe the truth that faith acts. It is not a passive waiting, but a steady stepping, a daily willingness to open your hands and let good pour in. Practically, this may mean you speak a courageous conversation, apply for the job that scares you, forgive someone who has harmed you, or finally name a dream out loud. Each small act of courage is a hinge on which a larger door swings wide. I am calling you into intimacy, into a conversation that is not one-sided. Speak to me your real words. Bring your fear, your cravings, your tender hopes. Tell me every unconscious bargain you made to survive. Confess the ways you convinced yourself that less would be enough. And I will respond with presence, with strategies you had not thought to imagine, with an inner map that moves you through confusion into clarity. This is not a hurried map. The path will feel organic and right. It will hold space for your rest and require of you only the soft, truthful steps of a courageous heart. When your mind fills with how and when, return to the rhythm of breath and ask simply, what is the next best thing? Do that. Repeat. The accumulation of these simple, aligned choices will draw down miracles. There will be nights when the old, familiar worry returns, when the darkness seems thick, and the old stories try to reclaim you. In those hours, remember, you have been girded with a protection that is like a cloak of light. Picture now a ring of warm gold light settling around your shoulders, a shield that hums quietly and pushes away the darts of despair. This shield does not make you incapable of feeling. Rather, it holds you steady so you can feel and still keep walking. When anxiety tugs, anchor yourself in the memory of this golden shield and say, I am guarded. I am held. Let these words be a lullaby that quiets the racing mind. And when shame whispers that you are too broken to be loved, answer with the steadiness of truth. You were never made for condemnation. You were made for transformation. I will bring helpers to your path, people whose presence will feel like answered prayers. These allies may appear as mentors, unexpected friends, or strangers who deliver a timely word. Keep your eyes open for the miraculous ways assistance arrives. A message in the right moment. An invitation to speak. A handshake that pivots your life. Do not dismiss small openings. Often the first turning arrives disguised as the simplest thing. Embrace curiosity as a discipline. Let wonder guide you as much as strategy does. When you say yes to the tiny door, the grand doorway often reveals itself. And now listen for the practical blessings. Your finances will come into alignment not as a blunt miracle out of logic, but as a series of right moves sprinkled with grace. Opportunities will show themselves, and you will know which ones to choose because there will be a deep, quiet confirmation in your chest. Let wisdom direct your steps. Seek it from within and from those who walk with integrity. Make space to receive abundance by clearing a physical and symbolic room. Organize. Bless what you have. Practice generosity even in small ways, and you will find the currents of giving and receiving unstoppered. The law of flow responds to posture. When you position yourself as a conduit rather than a hoarder, blessings will move through you. Begin now to imagine a table set with provision, your name written at the head. Feel the relief that settles in your body as you claim that image. There is a healing here beyond the merely physical. It is a mending of identity, a reclamation of joy. See yourself standing before a mirror of living water. As you step closer, scars soften, edges round, and a soft music plays the anthem of a life being restored. Old mistakes do not define you. They are the fertilizer of wisdom. Forgive yourself for being human. Forgive those who failed you. Forgive not because sin is erased without consequence, but because forgiveness unchains you from the past and opens your hands to what is coming. Embrace the radical notion that you are allowed to be whole even with an imperfect history. I command you now to receive healing for the places you thought would always be broken. Yield up the wounds and feel them dissolve in the warmth of sacred attention. Imagine a slow, golden light bathing each injured place, entering bone and memory, smoothing what was ragged, knitting what was torn. This is a personal balm, tender, relentless, and kind. Let it flow, let it sink. Breathe it in. The miracle may be gentle, like a morning breeze, or it may arrive dramatic and unmistakable. Be open to both. As this transformation unfolds, allow abundance to take on many shapes, not only bank accounts, but time regained, relationships restored, creativity rekindled, and a sense of purpose that stitches your days into one radiant fabric. Visualize again, a field under a dusk sky where stars begin to appear, and suddenly a gentle warm rain descends. Each drop is a promise arriving. Watch as the rain awakens seeds you had forgotten were planted. See green pushing through the soil. Taste the sweetness of fruit you once feared would never ripen. Let gratitude be the language you practice daily, not as a rote list, but as a posture of recognition for each small mercy. Gratitude expands your perception and aligns you with more to be grateful for. There will be moments when you must act boldly. Courage will be required in ordinary tasks. Speak your truth in relationships that have grown quiet. Ask for what you need, and watch how others respond when you lead with gentle clarity. Invest in yourself. Learn a skill. Start a project. Say yes to a class. Each small investment announces to the world that you believe in your own capacity. Money will follow competence and faith, but faith without preparation often meets delay. So pair your belief with steady application. When offers come, weigh them with wisdom and with your inner confirmation. If a path feels misaligned, trust the pause. If your heart leaps, step forward. Know also that rest is sacred. The rush of hustle will not secure your destiny. The rhythm of quiet, sacred rest will. Create margins in your week where you simply breathe, where you place a hand on your heart and sit in silence. In that silence, you will hear the soft instructions that rearrange the next season. Think of rest as an altar where future breakthroughs are consecrated. Tend it faithfully. As your life expands, so will invitations to serve. Your flourishing is not merely for you, it is a lamp you carry for others. Let compassion be the currency you spend freely. When you give from an overflow, not a shortage, you align yourself with a deeper economy. Acts of kindness, whether large or small, create ripples beyond your line of sight. Blessings will come to you amplified when you choose to bless others first. This is not a moral trick, but a spiritual law. Generosity opens channels. Prepare to be astonished by how much lives are altered when you decide to be a bearer of light. In the coming days, there may be noise critics, cynics, and those who project their fear onto you. Stand firm. Your peace is not negotiable. When voices of doubt rise, return to the internal sanctuary you have cultivated. Repeat these inner truths. I am guided. I am guarded. I am growing. Let these statements become the drumbeat of your resilience. Do not allow the temporary tremors of public opinion to dictate the steady course of your destiny. Expect also vivid inner experiences, dreams, visions, intuitive nudges that feel like stars blinking to guide you. Keep a journal by your bed. Write what comes. These messages are signposts, not scripture, but they are part of the map. Protect your interior life with discernment. Test impressions with wisdom. Seek counsel, and let your inner knowing be the final arbiter. Spiritual growth is practical as much as it is mystical. Marry the two. Now I place a gentle, sacred invitation before you. Extend this blessing to 3 others. Choose the loved ones who have been most in need of a soft wind. Extend to them the warmth you have received. Share a word, send a message, pass along the light. Community magnifies miracles. When one person rises, many rise with them. Be the conduit. Be the bell that rings the good news. I want you to taste an affirmation flow with me now, short, steady, like quick breaths that fill the chest and steady the heart. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am healed. I am courageous. I am guided. I am loved. I am free. Let each phrase land with the weight of truth. Say them often. Let them become a liturgy that rewires your inner hearing. These are not hopeful slogans. They are the language that brings you into alignment with the gifts being sent your way. As the chapter turns, know that even your mistakes have been folded into the greater design. Nothing is wasted. Every sorrow has shaped you into a vessel capable of holding more grace. This is the deepest mercy. Your past becomes the pattern of your compassion, the source from which you will help others rebuild. Embrace humility, for it keeps your heart soft and your hands ready for service. Pride will obstruct the flow. Humility invites it. Live simply enough to see miracles as they arise. You are not alone in this work. I have placed guardians along the path, spirits of care and guides whose presence you may sense as a warmth at the nape of your neck, or a sudden clarity while you walk. Acknowledge them with a quiet thank you. Their task is to watch and to help, and their help may show up in the form of timely people, aligned opportunities, or inner promptings that keep you steady. Do not be surprised when obstacles rearrange themselves, or when opposition falls silent right before a breakthrough. It is the way of transformation to clear space for new life. Tonight, breathe with intention. In through the nose, fill your belly. Pause, then out with gratitude. With each exhale, release a fear. With each inhale, receive a promise. Feel your heart grow roomier, as if a window had been opened in a house long closed. Steps that were once heavy now feel lighter. You will find your hands open more easily, ready to catch the gifts that descend. Walk into this new season not by accident, but by conscious invitation. Choose to be present to miracles. Do not let them pass by unnoticed, wrapped in ordinary moments. As the sun of your life rises on this new horizon, carry these practices with you. Speak truth courageously, rest deeply, give generously, receive boldly, and pray persistently. Build small altars of gratitude throughout your day. They will become the beacons that steady your course. Remember always that timing is wise. Patience is not passivity, but trust in unfolding. Allow the slow, holy work of becoming to do its quiet shaping. And now, as we near a closing that is also an opening, place your hand over your heart and declare inwardly with conviction, I am ready to receive. I am chosen for abundance. I am guided by light. I am one with love. I am free. Let these words be the drumbeat that carries you forward. Walk gently yet boldly, for a sacred procession is moving with you. The universe tender, fierce, and faithful, moves in your favor. Your name is written in the book of tender mercies, and your destiny is being crafted with such care that even the stars pause to watch. Go forth with peace, with courage, and with an open hand. Receive the good that is coming. Live into the blessing. Beloved, the story continues now softer and deeper, as if a hush has settled and the cosmos breathes with you. And in this unfolding I bring you the next layer of light, a gentle tide of clarity that arrives not as a clamor, but as a patient bell, ringing once and lingering. Imagine a vast silent ocean of midnight velvet, and from its depths a warm silver tide rises to cup your feet, lifting you so you can see what has been hidden beneath the waves. Seeds, maps, small treasures of purpose, and know that every quiet step you take on this newly revealed shore is guided by a wisdom older than fear. Picture a vast orchard at dawn where fruit hangs low and heavy with promise. Walk slowly beneath those branches and pluck what calls to you tenderness, a new role, a relationship mended, a stream of resources, and feel how each fruit tastes like permission to flourish. Tonight I press upon you a simple, holy urging. Open the inner door you have kept bolted in self-doubt. Swing it wide, step through. Receive now the courage to stake claim to the calling you've whispered about only in your night hours. Do it quietly, with reverence, and the world will rearrange itself around your whispered yes. There will be practical shifts that arrive like careful craftsmen rebuilding a home. Schedules aligning, checks arriving, a mentor appearing at the exact time you need instruction, a health report that surprises you with improvement. These are not random favors. They are deliberate acts in the architecture of your life. Watch for them. Cultivate a posture of readiness. Tidy your space. Clear a shelf for new tools. Create a sacred cup for morning intentions. When you make room, life will honor the emptiness with abundance. Consider today what small motion you can take that says, I am prepared. Plant it, water it, protect it. These tiny acts are the mortar that will cement larger miracles into place. I am inviting you into a practice of listening that is both hush and action. Each morning, find 3 quiet minutes to place your palms to your heart and ask 2 questions. What do I offer today? And what do I receive? Then move into the day looking for the answer. When opportunities arrive, they will carry the echo of that morning exchange. This rhythm trains you to steward blessings wisely. It teaches you discernment, to accept what feeds your soul and decline what distracts from your purpose. Say yes when your core warms. Say no when your center cools. There is power in this small sovereignty.